Yo, yo, yo. Chickadee check, check, yo, check, check. This is a sound check, making sure the microphone. I had someone saying that there was no sound, but it seems like everything's working. Welcome. My name is Robert. I go by SourceLight22. We're live in the mix here on the brand new CDJ 3000Xs, running Rekordbox, connected to Beatport, streaming lossless through Rekordbox. Just gonna play some tracks and see what's popping.
tell by the look in your
your eyes. Alright, so if you were to open up Beatport and go to Afro House, this is the #1 track right now. Put your hands up from Kurd Maverick out of CR2 Records. It was so good we wanted to play it twice. Guy really liked it when I was touching the knobs like that at the audio bar 2 weeks ago. What's really cool is one of my decks is not working in vinyl mode and the other is. Like, see how that slows down? But this one just works like CDJ mode right now. It's kind of weird. I don't have time to investigate at the moment. It's SourceLight Night, not Hype, Night. I know you guys really like it when DJs talk on the microphone when there's a vocal going. Oh, the break speed is identical on both of them. I even adjusted that. It's something with Rekordbox in the actual software on the computer. I'm gonna make this funny face as I look into the computer. Yeah, not seeing it. That's alright.
time, give me a place, I'm on my way. I can't give up on your love until it is over. So give me a time, give me a place, I'm on my way. Every time we fall apart, you say you need closure. So give me a time, give me a place, I'm on my way. I can't give up on your love until it is over. Give me a time, give me a place, I'm on my way. Every time we fall apart, you say you need closure. Give me a time, give me a place, I'm on my way. I can't give up on your love until it is over. Give me a time, give me a place, I'm on my way.
Yeah. So if you've been following me, you know it was Opus Quad Sessions, Opus Sessions, then it was the XDJ AZ Sessions, and then I got an offer I just couldn't refuse. Well, I made an offer I couldn't refuse, and they accepted. So basically it went like this. Someone hit me up and they wanted to get an AZ. I had an AZ and they had CDJ 3000s and an A9 that was basically brand new with the Odyssey cases, so the black Odyssey cases, the good ones, you know? So basically, yes, you can stream Beatport directly from the 3000X. But basically, I made him a cash offer plus my AZ to get the 3000s and an A9. And he went for it. So basically, I have a set of 3000s and an A9, and that's what gets gigged. And then in-house, we have the V10 LF with the 3000Xs. But the 3000s can stream Beatport. So can the Opus Quad. So can the Omnis Duo. And also the XDJ AZ. All on unit. What's really cool on the X is with the other units, you got to put in like a USB drive to activate it. This one will do it on its own. It's the cloud activation.
Who preach love do not have love.
Yes, all those units I said will work directly from the unit without record box. You just need an internet connection. Most of them you need the USB, but on the 3000X you don't. You just need to be connected to the internet. Yeah, wouldn't that be cool? If you are a club and you want to get 3000 X's for your club, just hit me up. I got you covered. No, the only person I've actually seen really using them out live right now so far is James Hype. Seems like everybody's kind of waiting. I don't know what the deal is, but there's no reason to wait. Hit me up. I got them in stock. Yeah, a lot of DJs don't like change. You know, they have their routines and their rhythms and whatever. They don't like to mess with it. Who knows what could happen? I'm kind of a risk taker, so. So earlier, like this is the third stream, I had some other technical difficulties, and then the other one, once I got it live, someone called me, and I forgot to hit Do Not Disturb, so that was fun. But I had one of these screens completely lose the track. It didn't say anything, but the cool thing was it still kept playing. So even though it completely glitched out with the screen, the track kept playing as it was supposed to, so that's one of the cool new features. How it downloads the track. But right now I'm just using these as controllers currently to run Rekordbox, because through Rekordbox is the only way I can get Beatport in complete lossless. On the decks they're only at 320 AAC, 320K. By the way, if you are watching this and you like gear and you want to get some, all you gotta do is hit me up. I work for the biggest retailer in the United States. We have everything. And if we don't have it, we can get it. All right, we're gonna switch things up a little bit. That was just me playing around with Beatport, see what's going on. So now these are my curated tracks in my actual playlist. This is Elkie Klein with Regenerator. It's from the In Search of Sunrise 21 mix. Definitely check that out if you haven't. The In Search of Sunrise 21 compilation. If you've been watching, this is SourceLight22 with the Sunday Flow. Basically just seeing what's new on Beatport. And then got into a little bit of a hot mix. Some of the stuff from our playlist. Kind of music you'll hear at Pachi Pachi. When the Spectral Session. If you're in Las Vegas, make sure you catch us live in person at Audio Bar on Saturdays. Every Saturday for the rest of this month. And then we're going to move to a little bit of an alternating schedule, so pay attention. That's In Search of Sunset, LV on IG.com. You can find me, SourceLight22 on IG. We out here. SourceLight22 with the Sunday Flow. Thank you for watching. Yo, 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 Jesus, what's up? Stay tuned for more mixes. YouTube, I got stuff on there. Instagram, I'll post it. It's just the most it. That's how we roast it.